Yeah. Coke fed for some head, let's get in the car, I said. She grabbed my hand, girls resting, met the bar, witness said. Tears fled the head, I'm waiting, I dare. She tweet, I guess she confess, she thinking less, not drinking less. Bathroom says, best it gets, spontaneous, I stereotype. Put to rest tonight. Imagine, believe, and achieve, it works. Skyline as a rise like fireworks. Smell through the bag, don't touch my perk, nigga, that's work. ATS tell me well for putting numbers in hell. I see gasoline in my jeans, bring the dope.
Whoa, hello everybody and welcome to this edition of After the Storm, your Oklahoma City Thunder post-game analysis live stream. We're going to talk about the Thunder game tonight. We have the Knicks. Hey, what's up, Hotspot? How you doing, big dog? What's up? Oh, my guy, Nathan Taylor. What's up, fellas? How you guys doing today?
Good, man. How are you?
Good, man. Just freezing, man. My heater thing stopped working, man. I don't know what the hell's going on, bro, but it is. I call my guy, and he's like, Matt, really? So he's going to try to come by. Yeah, he's coming by tomorrow. So my space heaters are on and got my stuff done. And, you know, when you live in an old historical house, it can get a little chilly.
Hey, if it makes you feel any better, I am like doing great at 73 degrees and one just more. I'm great.
Oh, yeah, right, whatever, anyway. Yeah, Hotspot. Yes, you told Hotspot, Nathan said he told us that we were better than the Celtics. Yeah, I agree. I think we were right there with them. But the whole thing is that we have two moves to make. Whether Sam's going to make them or not, I don't know. But we do have two moves to make. Don't you think, Nathan?
What, like, I mean, you're talking about trades, or what are you talking about?
Well, we have two moves to make. One, we have trades, and two, the second move is we got to get our players back.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we got to get iHeart back. I mean, Chet back, and we got to get Caruso back. So we haven't got either one. We get both of those back, then I'll be able to say more. But I will say this: last night, went to the game yesterday afternoon, I should say, and I'm gonna say this: our squad, Nathan. It doesn't matter. We talked about this in the Knicks game, and I don't know, Hotspot. I don't know. We missed you after the Knicks game. I don't think you came on after the Knicks game, but our defense at some point get you either in the middle to the end of the third quarter or somewhere around the fourth quarter. But the fact that we only gave up 27 second half points last night.
Unfreaking believable.
That's crazy. Hotspot says, well, let me see. With Oklahoma City, you have to play real basketball. All the analytics basketball and the shooting threes has to stop. You talking about with Hotspot, are you talking about with us or you talking about with other teams? I think that for us to win, you've got to make some threes. Now, we only shoot 35, and I have no problem with shooting 30 to 35 threes. Do you, Nathan?
No, Houston or Boston averages over 50.
Yeah. And they shot 40-something. Let me see. Hold on. Let's
47.
Let's pull up their stats.
46?
Yeah, let's pull up their stats and see what it was. Boston was 9 for 46. 9 for 46.
Some of those were wide open misses, but
yeah. He was talking about other teams. I agree. But remember in the playoffs though, Hotspot, teams don't shoot a lot of threes. It's more of a half court game because it's way more physical. The referees let you play, which is a lot of problems why Harden never was able to translate his game from regular season to the playoffs. Thunder 105-92, holding the Celtics to under 100 points was insane. Thunder going to 30-5, Celtics 26-10. What are we now? 18-3 without Chet now, I believe. Is that right? I think it's 18-3.
Something like that.
Yeah. The Celtics 36% from the field total. The Thunder 44.8. We were 16 for 38, which is what 40 whatever percent, which was something. Yeah. 48 rebounds to their 46. 46 to their 48. We got 42 more points. Pips, my spot. Pips points in the paint. We were 42. They were 40. 16 turnovers equally, but their defense is really good. Okay.
Yeah.
Their defense is really good. But SG had a couple of horrible turnovers in a row, which he threw one and it went off the hands, and it's just like he's just sticking his hands like, I can't believe I just did that. And the announcers were like, well, SGA throws the ball away. I was like, well, if you pay attention, if you're looking at your screen, he's sitting there looking at himself, holding his hands up in the air like, I can't believe I just did that.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah,
instead
I
of
saw
you
that.
commenting saying that, look, you look at him, SG even knows you didn't do that. But you're also the people who go push shots. Stop saying push shots. There's no such word as a push shot. Box
It
score.
really bothers you, doesn't it?
It bothers me because I have a basketball academy.
Well, that's true.
And my
Okay.
10-year-old
I
kids,
give you that.
my
I give you that.
10-year-old kids that I train, they go, Coach, why does they say push shot? I go, they're idiots. They don't know what they're talking about. That's why. Well, they're announcing for the Thunder. That does not make them less of an idiot because they're announcing for the Thunder. They're idiots. They don't know what the hell they're
Hey,
talking about.
Keyshawn Johnson announces for the ESPN. He doesn't mean he knows what he's talking about.
Yes, I said,
Or
I'm sorry.
He used to. Anyway.
He's a Hall of Famer. I believe in
Yeah.
No, he's not. Is he in Hall? He should be in Hall of Fame, isn't he?
It's a good question. I don't know.
I think he is. Anyway, J Dub, 35 minutes, 3 for 10, 10 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, 4 turnovers, 5 fouls. He has not played well.
No,
in
he
the
hasn't.
last-
But he did play good on the. I have to give him a little bit more credit than I gave him the other night because
You talking about the Knicks game? I thought he played good.
I'm just talking about on the defensive end.
Oh, yes.
Like I was ripping him a couple weeks ago, and I was a little harsh on him. He's better on the defensive end than I gave him credit for.
Him now being a two-way player has affected him offensively.
It has. It has.
It really has. Him having to do more defensively is affecting what he does offensively.
I think he'll come around though, don't you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, when you get Chet and you get Caruso back, that frees him up because he has, especially with Caruso, I think that frees him up defensively not to have to work as hard and do what he does. But he is in the voting, and I do like J-Dub. I'm not going to say I'm liking him more. 35 minutes for Isaiah Hartenstein. 4 for 9, 10 rebounds. Nice bounce back after the Knicks game, which was the pressure on him after the Knicks game was a lot, don't you think?
Mhm.
And we
Yeah,
talked about that.
he wanted to go out there and smoke his old team.
Yeah. And SGA, of course, 39 minutes, 33 points, 11 for 23, 3 for 6, 8 for 8, 11 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 steals, 2 blocks, which is crazy that he leads our team in blocks. That's crazy.
Crazy. Yeah. No, I mean, there's nothing I can say about it. I mean, it's just nuts.
That's insane.
Don't you think his 3-pointers starting to come around a little bit? Have you noticed
Yeah,
that?
yeah. Well, we're gonna go over his numbers in a minute. You can see that his numbers on 3 are starting to go up. Hotspot says Jalen is a role player. I know people like him, but he has to get a shot before I can consider him a future star. I agree. Jalen is not. We've been saying it. He's our number 3 guy. He's not our number 2 guy.
He's a super role player is what he is. Super role player, right?
Our number 2 guy is Chet, without question.
Yeah. Not
And
even
for us
close.
to be doing what we're doing without Chet is amazing, I think. Lou Dort, 39 minutes, 14 points, 5 for 14, 4 for 9. And let's face it, he was 0 for 10 until he made those.
0 for 10.
He was 0 for 10. And he made those 4 straight threes.
So he was 4 for 14. Is that what you just said?
Well, he was one. Excuse me. He was one for 10, and then he was 0 for 10. And then made his first shot was a 3, and then he made another 3. Then he got the dunk.
Did he really take 15 shots?
He was 5 for 14.
Holy crap!
Yeah, he was 5 for 14.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was 5 for 14. And but he could not make a shot, bro. He was wide open and just missing shot after shot. Then he made that 3. Then he made another 3. Then he got the steal, which, man, it could have been a foul. He kind of took him out on the sideline there, but he made the dunk, got the steal, got the dunk, and then made another 3 to close it out. So Lou Dort doing what he does in the torture chamber: 14 points, 6 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block. I thought Luke played really good. Defensively, he's just a beast. And Kaysen, I just love Kaysen.
Yep. Same here. Same
And
here.
Burgess says Lou says he's going to shoot regardless. Oh, I agree, Burgess. I don't
Oh, he will.
have any problem with him shooting. You're wide open. I just don't want him trying to go and make plays, trying to drive to the basket and throw out the pass and all. Bro, you're not capable of doing that. All I want you doing is catching and shooting threes and playing defense. I don't want
Here's
you
the
trying
thing,
to
though.
create plays. Go ahead, Nathan.
Here's the thing, though. Me and you, I think me and you disagree on this a little bit, but the old adage, well, if you're open, you got to shoot it. Well, no, you don't, because if you shoot 20% from somewhere, you shouldn't shoot it. I don't care where you're sitting at. You know, just they always say, well, 33% from three is like 40% from two.
That's not
Well, who
true.
cares? If you can't shoot a three, it doesn't matter, right?
But see, this is the thing with Thunder. It's when, to me, it's like shooting threes is when you make them. And Burgess says he agrees with Hotspot in his 3-point take. I agree to shoot too many threes, but my thing is this: I don't mind you shooting because you got to shoot when you're open. Like iHeart, he took a shot last night, and people in the stands were like, "Oh, yesterday." They were like, I said, "No. It's okay if he shoots. They're backing off him on the free throw line. You have to shoot the ball." Reminds me of Doug Gottlieb. Is what it reminded me of. Anyway, Case and
Like
Wallace.
I think a shot at him every chance you get, don't you? Oh my God, dude.
I'm not a fan. Anyway, Jalen.
I think we're all aware of that by now.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Jay Will, 3 points, 1 for 2, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 turnovers. His turnovers were dude, I don't want you trying to make plays. Just make the simple pass. Don't try to do more. He threw one away trying to throw a long pass. You're doing more than you can. Don't try to just stay within what you're capable of doing. K-Rich, dude. I like K-Rich, man.
Oh, dude. I mean, see, this is the thing to me, man. So I personally think that everybody right now we obviously don't have Chet. Everybody is playing to, I would not maybe not max outside of Jalen Williams, but I think everybody is almost playing to their max ability right now.
Yeah.
Like it seems like they're everything like K-Rich, what is he supposed to do? Come off the bench, hit some threes, play good defense, and make the occasional cut and layup.
Yep.
He's doing that perfectly right now.
Yep. 1 for 1 from 3, 1 rebound, 1 steal. Great defense.
Yeah, great defense.
SGA, 3 steals. Remember, he had a couple steals that the ball was slapped away. He punched the ball out. So it went to somebody else. So I don't know if K-Rich got that steal or was it Dort or whomever that he poked away, because what they're trying to do now, I don't know if you've noticed, they're trying to post SGA up now.
I didn't notice that.
They're trying to post him up. Started with the Knicks games with Mikal Bridges, and then now Jaylen Brown's trying to post him up. So they're trying to post him up, but he's still quick and got good hands. And if you notice, don't turn around and take the jump shot fade away on him. If you try to dribble, he's got great hands. He can reach and get his hands on the ball. Isaiah Joe.
He can. Just ask Jason Tatum.
Yeah. 6 rebounds. 6 points, 17 minutes, 2 for 5. Played good. Played okay. Played good. He just kills me defensively. He just really hurts us. And then Wiggins, of course, 2 nights in a row, back-to-back games. Knicks on Friday, and then, of course, 3 for 6 tonight, 15 points against the Celtics. And I thought he played really good. 42% is what we shot from 3. 42.1%. And then, of course, in Thunder, we had to do our 10 games. We beat the Clippers. We beat the Knicks. We beat the Celtics. We go to the Cavs for the clash of the 2 number 1s seeds. I think, what do they have? Do they have what? They have 4 losses, right? Well, I have it over here.
Yes, I think it is 31-4, 32-4, 31-4.
Yeah, I have it here. Let me pull it up. I have the NBA standings right here. Here we go. They are 30. We're 31-4, and we're 30-5.
Ooh. Oh man!
So that's going to be a crazy, crazy, crazy game on Wednesday.
Yep. Yes, it is.
And we will be doing the show afterwards.
That's Wednesday, you said? Wednesday night?
Yeah, Wednesday night.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, Wednesday night. It's going to be a hell of a game. I'm looking forward to it. The game is at 6 o'clock on ESPN.
Ooh, it's an early game.
Yeah, early game, 6 o'clock on ESPN. But let's look at the standings right now. We're 30-5. We're 7 games clear of the Rockets, and of
That
course,
is
and of
that's
course, you got to
crazy.
think about something right now. Jabari he broke his hand,
Yeah.
so he's going to be out 4 to 6 weeks. I think is what they said. Broke a bone in his hand. He's out 4 to 6 weeks. The Grizzlies are right there at 7.5 games back. The Nuggets 9.5. And we're going to talk about SGA and his since the Thunder are not promoting him as the MVP, we're going to promote him. It's like kind of like what we did last year. Remember Nathan? We did the
Right.
same thing last year. We promoted him. Thunder didn't. We're promoting him once again. Instead of our team promoting their best player, we're going to promote him. They're too busy promoting J-Dub, so we're going to promote SGA as we did last year. The Lakers, hey, sitting there at 5, Nathan. 20-15, 10 games
That's
back.
pretty amazing. Pretty amazing.
Not bad. They're just what they've always been, an average team since LeBron's pretty much got there. They're an average team. That's what they are. The Mavericks 20-15. Now Kyrie is hurt. So
No, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
he's got a back, something slip disc or something in his back. So
Oh,
Kyrie
that's
is
not
now
good.
hurt. So Luka and Kyrie, they've lost 4 in a row. They're going to fall quickly out of the
Hmm.
deal. But when they get both of them back, they'll make a run after the All-Star break. So let's just go ahead and talk it. Now,
Yeah.
remember you said at the beginning of the year, I'm going to call you out now. You said the Spurs, they're going to barely win 20 games. I can't believe that. They're 18-17.
Yeah, I know. They're doing well.
I told you
Shoot.
that. I told you the addition of Chris Paul was going to make a difference, and it has. He's one of the best point guards of all time in the NBA history, bro.
I'm sorry, man. My headphones cut out for a minute. I apologize. Did
Okay.
you hear me at all?
No, I thought
Okay,
you were
I'm sorry.
kidding. Go ahead.
Okay, what'd you say? You said something about the Spurs, right? What'd you
Yes, I
give
said the
crap
Spurs. You
about the
said they were
Spurs?
going to be 20 games. They got Chris Paul. They're still not going to win more than 20 games. They're at 18 to
I
17.
don't know if I said 20 games. I said I don't think they're going to make the playoffs.
I think you said 20 games.
Well, yeah, I think you're putting words in my mouth a little bit.
25 maybe.
Yeah, I didn't think they're going to be that good. So, but it is what it is. I mean, I was wrong. I was rub rub rub
Oh,
rub rub
okay.
rub rub rub.
Where you get that from?
Well, I don't know.
Then of course the Warriors are doing what they're doing, just just down there at the bottom. T Wolves, boy, I tell you what. When you look at, remember we talked about the moves that they made. The moves they made, getting rid of one of their core guys, so Ant-Man can be the guy, which he is the guy now.
Hmm. Hmm.
He
He
they're
is.
they're 17-17. He's the guy,
Hmm.
and I love me some Ant-Man too. Boy,
Oh, I do too.
I
I
like
do
me some
too.
I like me some Ant-Man.
Here's the thing I don't like about him though. One of the only things I don't like about him is how much he calls out his teammates. I don't on in public. I don't like that.
Well, that's because he does what he does, and he's expecting him. That's what Kobe did.
Yeah, but Kobe was. I mean, let's not
He's
confuse the
not
two.
Kobe, and
He ain't
I'm
Kobe.
not saying he's Kobe, but I'm just saying he's the best player on the team, and he goes hard, and he expects you to work as hard as he does. And then of course in the East, let's see who we've taken care of in the East. Okay, we beat the Pacers, we beaten the Hawks, we beaten the Heat. We lost. We or did we not lose to the Bucks?
Oh, well, no, technically not.
But we lost to them. So that's one. That's the only team that's really. I mean, in
Yes,
reality, that's the only team that's beat us.
and look what they've done since. My God,
They're terrible since.
they're
Yeah.
terrible.
And I think I was listening to, I forget who I was, and they were talking about how the best thing in the world that happened to Thunder was them to lose the cup. I go, that's probably right, but until the coach understands you can't change your freaking lineups when you've won 9 out of 10 and 5 in a row, and you have a big game and you change your lineups and you change what you do, where everybody plays, they're going to do it again. Because the last big spot that he did that was what? Game 5, the most important game in the series, in the 7-game series, he put Isaiah Joe in the starting lineup. So, anyway, so we beat the Magic, we beaten the Knicks, we beaten the Celtics. So of these top 10 teams, we've beaten the Bulls. We haven't played the Pistons, right? We haven't played them yet, right?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, so we've beaten the Bulls, we've beaten the Pacers, we've beaten the Hawks, we've beaten the Heat, we've beaten the Magic, we beat the Knicks, we beat the Celtics. So the only teams left for us that we haven't beat are the Cavs and the Pistons, which will beat them. But they're playing really good right now, by the way. And the Bucks. So really, 3 out of the top. We
Yeah.
beat 7 out of the top 10 teams in the East.
Yeah, and let's be realistic about it too. The Bucks, they're not making the finals, so we don't have to worry about that.
Well, no. I'm just talking about when you go, what your record is against the East. or
Against the
West.
East. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So right
That's fair.
now, our record, technically, we're undefeated. So we are, let me see, Bulls, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-0 against the East.
Wow. That's crazy.
Against their top 10 teams.
Did we lose to one of the bottom dwellers? Who are our losses?
We lost to the Spurs.
Spurs,
We lost to the
Rockets.
Mavs. We lost to the
Mavs.
Rockets. We lost to the
We had a
Nuggets.
crappy loss in there somewhere, didn't we?
The Spurs. Remember, they didn't have their top 3 players. Remember, when we
Yeah,
didn't
that's
play,
right.
they had their top 3 scorers out, and we got beat by them on the road in a cup game because of the lineups the coach was playing. It was like, remember, he didn't have SGA and J-Dub on the court at one point.
No.
Remember, he had A.J. Mitchell, Dylan Jones, and
Yes.
somebody. Yeah, it was just like,
Hey, speaking of AJ Mitchell, you heard anything on him?
no.
Okay.
And I visited with the coach last night, or one of the assistant coaches, and I was talking to him last night. And so he made an interesting. He asked me, one of our assistant coaches. He made an interesting comment to me, which is another reason why we didn't do the show last night. I ended up, one of my good friends, when I was leaving the game, he was waiting for Uber. Nathan, I'm like, what the hell why are you waiting for Uber? What are you doing? And why am my camera's off? I can see that my USA warm up is leaning to the side. I need to fix that. Can you see it leaning to the side?
No, I can't see it. I can't see
Okay,
it.
well, it's leaning to the side.
But I like how you say my USA warm up is leaning to the side.
Well, it is. My warm up and my jersey, they're leaning, bro.
I'm just saying, like, oh yeah, by the way, guys, if you didn't know, I played
There.
for the USA.
Is that what we're
That's
doing?
okay. That's okay, man. Don't worry about it. It's okay. Us bottom dwellers, normal humans, we'll go on.
Yeah, I straighten that out a little bit. Anyways, man, get off my case, man. It's when you're
Not all of us have
Listen.
the ability to play in the NBA.
well, when you get lucky enough to get picked, it was. Burgess says our loss to the Spurs was terrible. Yes, it was a terrible loss.
It was horrible.
But let me
It's
see,
like a-
because remember, I said we took in a cup, we took care of the people that beat us. So we lost to the Spurs, we lost to was it the Nuggets? Who did we lose to?
I don't remember.
It's been so long.
No,
I mean,
we
it's
had
been
a loss. We didn't lose to the Nuggets. I don't.
okay. We lost to the Spurs. We lost to the
We lose to the Lakers. Have we played the Lakers yet?
No, it wasn't who we lost to. God, Nathan, I don't.
Let me look.
It's
here.
been a
Hold on
while. It's been so long. Hold on a second. It's been so long. I'm gonna go to my. Let me go to.
Okay, let's see.
Let me see the last 6 games. Okay, we lost to the Golden State Warriors.
Yep, I remember that.
We lost to the Mavs. We lost to the Spurs. We lost to the Rockets. That's who we lost to. We lost to the Spurs. We lost to the Rockets. We lost to the Mavs. We lost to the Nuggets and Golden State.
We lost to the Nuggets then. I guess we did we? You sure?
Okay, we lost to the Nuggets on November the 6th at Denver.
Yeah,
I'm looking at it
okay.
right here. It was because remember we had won 1, 2, 3. Let me see, 3, 5. Because remember, it was right after we lost Chet.
Yeah, that's right.
We lost
126.
Chet right after that.
Yep, that's right. I remember that now.
Yeah, so that's who we lost to. Burgess and Hotspot says we lost to Golden State. We lost to the Spurs. Yeah, we got to figure it out. Thanks, guys. But I'm just gonna say this: our team, dude. Nathan, I love our team, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I love our squad. I love what we're doing. I love what what we are as a team. I like everything that's going on. 3 of those losses were without a center. Yes, it was Hotspot, but part of my problem was it was his lineups, and it's still been his lineups.
Yeah,
That's
his lineups are awful.
but anyway, let me go back to what I was saying. Anyway, so I took my friend. I was like, don't wait on your Uber, just come on, because it's cold. It was starting to snow. I said, I'll just take you wherever you got to go. So they wanted to go to Cats, so I took them to Cats, and then I ended up running into I saw it in a run into one of our investors, SRB, Mark Long. So that was a horrible, like I told you earlier. And so anyway, I was sitting there, and so then one of the assistant coaches came in. So we started talking, and he asked me, he said, Matt, what would you do when we get Chet back? Would you start Hartenstein? iHeart. And I said, and I'm going to ask you guys this too. And I said, I wouldn't start him. I would bring him off the bench, depending on who we play.
Right.
Because at that point, I like Kaysen in the lineup.
Yeah, I agree.
Hotspot Casino says, Nathan, nobody will like this, but we need Nerlens Noel. I don't trust the health of Chet.
No, shut up. No, I'm sorry, I don't mean to shut up. But I mean, no, you don't.
We had Nerlens Noel. He did nothing for us. He's already been here. If you once you leave the Thunder, you're not coming back, Hotspot.
Yeah, no.
Not coming back. Once you're gone. Thunder doesn't regurgitate. He goes, he says, I'd start Chet and Hartenstein together. Yeah, that's what I said, but it depends on who we're playing. Because because this is my thing. If you start Chet and you don't start Hartenstein, or if you start them both, if you want to go ahead and start them both, that's fine. But against certain teams, that's not necessarily, when you're starting two bigs against Denver, that would work well. Against the Lakers, that would work okay. But for the most part, it doesn't really help you with that. And that's what I told him. I said I would start SGA, our starting lineup. I wouldn't change anything. I'd bring iHeart off the bench. And then I would go with that 5 for a couple minutes. But iHeart plays better with J-Dub, and Chet plays better with SGA. And somebody was arguing with that. I go, no. iHeart and J-Dub play way better. SGA and Chet play together. What are your thoughts, Nathan?
Yeah, I think Chet and iHeart play very well together.
No. Do you like SGA and Chet, or this guy was trying to explain to me that J-Dub and Chet play together better than SGA and Chet, and I said no.
What?
I said no.
No.
SGA and Hartenstein. iHeart and J-Dub play good together. SGA and Chet play good together. So to me, that's my issue with that. And then he goes, don't forget Nerlens has so much bounce that he would block shots. No, Hotspot. He came. He was here. We got rid of him. We don't need to go back. We know what he is. He doesn't fit in with what we're trying to do. We already kind of have that in Jay Will, but he doesn't have the bounce that Nerlens has. Agree with that part, but no, he's not. He's not something we need. But anyway, Nathan, that's kind of my thought, because I was telling him, I said, listen, when you get everybody back, and if we go ahead and we get Cam, which I was trying to ask him about that, but his lips were sealed. You know what I mean, Nathan? I'm trying to sneak in and trying to get that iHeart thing. I mean, that Cam thing, his lips, he wasn't saying anything about iHeart at all. I was like, what about Cam? What's Cam? And he wasn't saying, he just laughed and took a drink. We did a shot. And I was like, hey, let's do another shot.
Yeah.
So there was no show last night. I had about 5 tequila shots. There was no show last night, bro. That wasn't happening. Anyway, so I said, this is my thing. When we get healthy, this is the 5 I want to see. When a second group, when J-Dub's on the bench, this is what I want to see. SGA, Kaysen, Caruso, Wiggins, and Chet. And if we get Cam, I want. If we get Cam, then I want SGA, Kaysen, Caruso, Cam, and Chet. And if we want to go small, then I'm gonna stick Dort in there and have Cam as my 5. But we won't need to do that.
Right.
That 5 right there, with Cam in there or Wiggins, either one with Chet, dude, that 5 is nasty. It's your second group.
Oh my God, dude, yeah. Let's go back to that Chet and SGA. Here's the thing. So I know you're not talking about iHeart, but So if you play SGA with Chet more, and I say more because I know they're going to overlap, but
Uh-huh.
if you play SGA with iHeart or with Chet more, I think you're on a track there. J Dub with iHeart is good if J Dub can learn how to throw a lob.
Well,
I
he
mean,
can without pressure.
that's true because
He,
last night he was trying to get it to him. He just
there's too
couldn't
much
do it.
pressure. Well, there's too
Yeah.
much pressure on him. He can't. He can't. J Dub is good in space, but when he's trying to make an offensive play, when he's not rolling, he doesn't have, he has to be have made some shots, have gotten into a great flow, and then he's able to do that. But just straight up trying to make plays when he's not playing good, he cannot. That's not his game. Let me see. What's up, Rashawn? Rashawn made it. Hey, bro, what do you got? John Warren says, what's up? Are we talking casing in transition? Okay. Nathan, last night we're at the game, and John sitting next to me. And Casey gets that steal. I don't know if you remember it. It's fourth quarter. Remember he got that steal? And he's going
Yes.
1-on-1, going down against Drew. And we're like, no, 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 no. Yes, yes, yes. I mean, it was like 4 or 5 hours going, no, no, no. Yes, yes, yes. Because we're wanting to kind of pull it back out. And then he made another move in. And so we were funny. But anyway, Casey I thought played great. Let me see, Burgess. Cam Johnson trade will be possible after January 20th. If the Thunder are entertaining it. Okay, Burgess, there's no question. But what are
Why
you
after
willing to give
January
up?
20th? Is that when Isaiah Joe's contract is tradable? Because I know he signed the extension,
Yes, yes.
and you
And
can't trade him before June, something
for
like that.
yes, a hotspot says Chet and Hart are very good at give and goes, pick and roll together. I think they can figure out how to space the floor inside and going to make it. Oh, I agree, hotspot. I like them together. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I like the flow of our starting five, but Chet instead of iHeart is our center. That's because Chet is better than iHeart. Okay, so
Yeah.
I
Well,
no, he's better than
mm,
iHeart.
I mean he is,
No,
but
he
when you're
is. No,
talking,
no, no, no. He's better than
well, hold
iHeart.
on, hold on, listen. Overall, yes, I agree with you. But if you're up against like Denver, then
Then no,
iHeart's
no,
better.
no, no. I understand, but what I'm saying that's what I'm saying against Denver. Then you stick Chet out and you get him out on what's your guy's name? Gordon.
Porter Jr.
Gordon.
or Gordon.
Yeah.
Gordon, yeah,
You have Dort, or either you put Dort on Gordon and you can put him on Michael Porter Jr. Chet.
yeah,
Because
agreed.
Porter Jr. just shooting threes. He ain't trying to drive like the other night in their loss against the Spurs. He's standing out on a three. His man goes all the way across the double team Jokic, and he doesn't cut to the basket. What are you doing? Cut to the basket. You get a wide open layup. Y'all win the game.
Yeah.
And so, but that's not what Porter's going to do. So, let me see. Who do you give up for Cam? That's what Rashawn says. Well, we talked about this, Rashawn. To me, I give up Isaiah Joe. I give up whoever hell they want. If I don't, the Nets aren't trying to win, so I'm not sure if they want. They probably want Isaiah Joe for sure. They don't want. We'd probably give them Jang,
Jang and Isaiah Joe and 2 first-round picks.
yeah,
What do you think?
and 2 first-round picks, or give them. The whole thing. A pick this year. They want 2 picks this year.
Yeah, they ain't getting 2 picks
They ain't
this
getting
year.
2 picks this year. 1 pick
No.
next year, 1 pick next year. Because my thing is this: you add Cam. Who are you going? I mean, you got. I mean, maybe somebody said the other night or last night, Nathan.
Yeah, hold on. Well, let me read that word for word. Hold
So,
on a second. I can get that for you.
somebody asked me last night. They said trade topic. I said we're not trading topic. We don't know what we have yet.
No. They're
Not
not doing
trading
that.
topic.
Hey, here's okay. This is lazy gold. He's a clutch points writer,
Okay.
and he stated he put a picture of Cam Johnson OKC uniform. He said, if Cam Johnson ends up in OKC, it's a wrap in the West.
100%.
The Thunder are going to the NBA Finals. He's literally exactly what they need, in my opinion. He makes them the favorites to win it all.
100%. 100%. He is a bigger, stronger, faster, more athletic, better player than Wiggins. Is what he is.
I mean, he would instantly probably be our 4th best player, don't you think?
Yeah. 100%. 100%. He is what we need. He's big. He's 6'9", 6'8", 6'9", 6'10". It would just be crazy. Let me see. John says, "Damn, we'd be stacked if we get Cam, and we can keep Wiggins." I agree that second lineup is better than some teams' starting lineup. I agree.
Oh yeah,
I
it
agree
is.
100%, John. And let me see. Hotspot says keep Wiggins and get rid of Topic. That one talk. Yeah, my problem is I kind of agree with you, but nobody's getting rid of Topic simply because he hadn't played yet.
Right.
We
Right.
don't know what
You
he
don't know.
is.
You don't know what you have. You
You
can't
know,
trade.
you can't trade him until you know what you got. But if you're trying to win now, yeah,
Yeah, but still,
they would take Topic. But like I said, if he's 90% of what he was, man, then next year
you got to
the
keep him. You
Thunder,
got to keep him. You got
man,
to keep.
we are you
What?
you
Let me
got to
ask you
figure.
this: what if they ask for AJ Mitchell?
I'd give him AJ Mitchell.
I
But no, this is why. At some point, your riches of what you had, they're not going to ask for AJ because AJ can play. They're trying to lose. Remember, they don't want
Well, but they
anything that.
do want young. They do want young
Yeah,
talent.
but AJ will help them win.
Yeah, I
He's
mean,
that good.
yeah, but he's still if he doesn't have anybody around him, he's not going to be as good as he is now.
Burgess says AJ Wiggins, Joe, and picks. Hotspot.
Why? That's
Hey,
too much.
hey,
That's
guess
too
what?
much.
Hey, guess what Hotspot says? Oh no, keep AJ.
Yeah, no, I figured he'd say that.
We already know. We already know that's his man. We already know. Hey, we already know Hotspot. That's your dude. Topic's potential is, like I said, if he's 90%, if you add Cam, dude, you have too many players. You're not going to be able to do what you do with that many good players. Your bench you're going to be 10 to 11 deep, and you cannot win in the playoffs playing 10 people.
No,
It's too
but
many. 11 people.
he's gonna try. I mean, he is because he's the minutes manager, man. That's what he
Yeah,
does.
he's a minutes manager, but Nathan, you can't manage minutes in the playoffs.
Well, he
Yeah,
did last year.
he
Look what
does. He
happened.
did last year. It cost us. It cost us.
Hmm.
I agree.
Hmm.
He is the coach. Is who he is. Dagnall is who he is. And all these people I see, man, on YouTube, I saw these stories on the Thunder. I'm like, who the hell is this dude? I ain't never heard of you. You ain't never seen our team play, and we're winning, and all of a sudden you're trying to get views because you're talking about the Thunder. You have no idea what the hell you're talking about. You don't even know what our team is. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous. Uh, let me see. Hotspot. Let me see. Rashawn says since Cam takes Wiggs' spot in your dream lineup, wouldn't Wiggs be expendable? Yes. But this is okay. I'm gonna say this, Rashawn. Here's my group. I would have SGA, J Dub, Kaysen, Dort, Chet, Ihart, Caruso, Cam, Wiggins, K Rich. Did I leave out anybody?
That's your second five.
That's my 10.
Okay.
I would like to
Uh,
ideally keep Wiggins and Cam. So my starting five would be my starting five, which is SGA, Dort, J Dub. Let's say SGA, J Dub, Kaysen, Dort, and let's say Ihart since he's starting now. Okay, and then you come off the bench with Chet, Caruso, Cam. That's your 8. Then you
mhm.
have K. Rich will still maybe be there. That's 9. Wiggins would be 10 if you keep him. Okay, that's your 10.
Mhm. God,
And you still have
man,
J. Will
that's
as
so
your
confusing.
11th if you need him. That's your
And
11th. And then AJ Mitchell, I forgot
and
AJ,
AJ.
my bad. And AJ, that's 11. So I'd put
That's
AJ in there.
12. That's
Well,
12. That's
but what I'm
12.
saying is I would put AJ in there instead of J. Will.
Well, yeah, it depends on what you're doing, but
Yeah,
yes,
you see what I'm saying? So that
dude.
would
The more and more I think I forgot how much I love J. Will
okay.
because
First of all, I've got to get you to say hotspot. AJ is a future Hall of Famer. No, he's not.
oh my god,
No,
dude,
he's not.
no, stop it,
He's a good
stop it.
player. But anyway, go ahead, Nathan.
I would say I think it depends on who you're playing but no, I forgot how much I love J. Will because last year I think he kind of got
Lost or the
yes,
big
and
head, whatever
he
something.
something, but his rookie year, you guys forget how good he was for us, man. I'm telling you. And to see him in spot minutes, which I think that's where he's going to be, spot minutes, no matter what team he's on.
Agreed.
And I think he found his 3-point shot again because last year he kind of lost that a little
Yeah,
bit.
Yeah, he did.
And just to see him, because I mean, dude, to have him as your third big, are you kidding me?
No,
I
I
mean,
know, but Nathan, my problem is this: we are plus 16 with SJ on the court, and a minus without him. Okay, so now in the first quarter, when J Dub comes out with 5 minutes or whatever to go and change whatever to come out. Okay,
yeah,
so then who are you putting in at that point? You see what I'm saying? So in my world, I have SGA, I have Kaysen, Caruso now is healthy. I have Cam coming. I have Cam now, and then Chet is back, and Chet and AJ and SGA are like this. So that's my five. Then I start the second quarter, and I have J Dub, I have iHeart, I have Dort, I have either Kaysen or I have AJ Mitchell. So AJ, J Dub, Dort, iHeart, and whoever you want to throw in there, Wiggins.
yeah, Wiggins.
So that's starting your second quarter. That's 10 right there.
Here's the thing, man. I think it depends on who you're playing. I like Kaysen, I really do. But man, Wiggins is so good in that starting lineup.
No, yeah, but no. I like Kaysen better in the starting lineup because Wiggins is where Wiggins is at. He's a guard. He's playing a guard spot. He's not a guard. So you lose a little bit there. You lose a little bit there because then with Kaysen in there, you stick J Dub down in guarding at 3 and 4.
Okay.
Now Wiggins can guard out, but you see what I'm saying?
That makes sense. So you sub Wiggins for.
Yeah, but see, remember I got
Dub's-
Cam. I'm taking
True.
taking Cam instead of Wiggins.
Wiggins would be a jeez, man.
No.
It's
but
an embarrassment of riches. Is
that's what I'm saying. But if I go small, Nathan, I have SGA, Kaysen, Caruso, Wiggins, and Cam.
that's just freaking nuts, man.
Okay? I mean, think about that. SGA, Kaysen, Caruso, Cam, and Wiggins.
That's nuts.
If I want to go small.
That's nuts. Nuts. Dude. Now, hey, the only thing we're missing?
What?
You know the only thing we're missing now? A coach that knows how to coach.
Yeah. He can't put that together. Let me see. Alex R., I'm so glad Wiggins had a monster week. Wiggins saved us.
Mm-hmm.
He saved us. The Knicks game, he saved us. Last game, he made some good moves, but between Kaysen and then Dort saved us on threes. Because at some point, for us to win the chip, one of those guys are going to have to, as they call them, the others, are going to have to step up.
Yeah.
Let me see. Coming off the bench, this is hot spots. I have Caruso, Wiggins, AJ, J. Will, and Kendrick. That's not going to get you a W, bro. Because remember, hotspot, you are a minus with SGA off the bench. You're not a plus. You're not plus at all. And he leads the league at plus 16. So you can't have SGA on the bench. Let me see. Rashawn says I trust Wiggins more under pressure than J-Dub.
What?
I don't know, man.
I don't know about that.
I don't know, man.
Because as much as I don't like J-Dub dribbling and trying to create his own shot, he can do it.
Yeah. Now I trust Wiggins to make a shot, a
Yeah,
wide
make a
open
shot,
three over
for
him. Yes, I'll give you that.
Hey, you know what? Here's
I'll
a
give you
perfect
that.
breakdown. Here's a perfect breakdown. If it's in the fourth quarter and you're in minutes 6 through 12, I like J-Dub. If you're in minutes 0 through 6, I like Wiggins. How's that? To make a shot.
Wait, somebody deleted something I was getting ready to say. They said something about the Thunder's not going to entertain something, and it got cut off before I could say it. Yeah, Wiggins saved us. Cam is not cutting to the basket. Wiggs is. Wiggs does the small stuff that really matters. Now, I agree, Hotspot.
I agree 100% with that.
But Cam Johnson is a better player than Wiggins. He is. Wiggins is not. Wiggins is not scoring 16, 18 points a game. He ain't doing that. He ain't doing
it
that.
just shows you too. Wiggins signed a 5-year $54 million contract.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, and Cam Johnson's got a 4-year 80 something. So I mean that tells you all you need to know.
Yeah. Okay, this was this. Alex R. Wiggs needs more latitude to be a creator. No, he does not, Alex, because he doesn't have the ball. He
No,
doesn't have the ball handling skills. I do not want him
no,
doing
no,
that.
no, no,
SGA
no.
makes mistakes on his way to MVP. I'm not. Ooh. I'm not calling
Let's.
Wiggins MVP, by the way. I know you're not doing that, but my problem with SGA is yesterday, and I've been saying this for what, a week now with SGA. I'm tired of him, Alex, jumping in the air and passing the ball. What are you doing? But he only does that after he scored a couple times, like he's taken a couple shots in a row. Then he will jump and then look for the. What are you doing? Shoot the ball.
Yeah.
One of the basic rules of basketball is if you leave the ground, shoot the ball.
Right.
When you leave the ground, you shoot the ball. If you try to make a pass when you leave the ground, the odds of something going bad exponent. They no. That's a no. That's a no. So you don't want to do that. Uh, let me see. Alex Wiggins needs more latitude. No, whoever said that. I trust Kaysen more than J Dub.
Depends on what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Like if you're talking about
Alex.
playing defense, yeah. If you're talking about making shots, Kaysen hadn't really shown this year that he can make shots.
Yeah, I like J Dub. I like him as
Well,
our
see
number two.
here's the greatest thing in the world. We don't have to pick.
No, we don't.
We don't have to pick.
We have them both. We can
We
play them
got them
both.
both.
We can play them both. I agree. Let's take this quick break, then we're going to come back and break down some more stuff. SRB, if you have any needs for engineering, surveying, or planning, hit our guys up. They love to be behind the scenes. Also, if you have a water treatment plant, okay? And who does the hell doesn't like clean water in your city or your county? Hit these guys up. Oak Grove Trucking.
Morons.
Yep, Oak Grove
That's who.
Trucking and our guy, Jose Fierro. If you have needs for dirt, rock, or sand to be moved, hit our boy up. And then, of course, YNB, family owned and operated since 1912.
The bank that makes things happen.
Boy, you rolling in good. I like how you got that going on, man. I like
getting
that.
it. I'm getting it because Drew's not on messing me up, man. That's what it is.
They're an equal housing lender, a member of the FDIC, proud sponsor for us to go out and support women, minority, and black-owned businesses in the Oklahoma City area. By the way, we're at the barbecue spot tomorrow, Nathan. We're back in our groove.
Nice.
You can pre-qualify online at www.ynbok.com. That's www.ynbok.com. Or you can go into the main bank at 401 Elm, 66 steps from historic downtown Yukon,
Downtown
Oklahoma.
Yukon.
YNB Eastwood is off the Parkway and 66 or 39th Expressway. YNB Mustang, 218 North Mustang Road, right there in the shopping center. And YNB Parkway, located on Garth Brooks, just south of I-40, right in front of the hospital. Cannot miss it. And then, of course, YNB Peoples, located in Bethany on 23rd between Rockwell and MacArthur. Now, okay, guys, what we're going to do is we're going to go into right now something that I've been looking at. Okay, Nathan. Here's our season stats. And everybody wants to know why we won 15 in a row. Here's why. And we talk about,
Like
and we can talk about
We're
our,
like the 83 Bears. That's why.
yeah, we pretty much are. But I said, guys, like, we can talk about the subs and who we like to play and all this stuff. Wiggins has the potential to be a 20-point a game scorer. No, he doesn't. Hotspot. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
Maybe 18 if you had.
No, he
consistent
doesn't because he doesn't have the ball handling skills to do that. He does not have the skill. You got to have the handles to do that.
Oh,
And you have to be with the right team. For him to average 20 a game, hotspot, he's going to have to shoot 20, 25 times a game to get that much.
oh no, he doesn't.
Yeah, he's going to shoot 20 times.
He's so consistent though, man.
But Nathan, he's going to have the ball in his hands. He's going to have the best defender guarding. He's going to have Dort guarding him. You see him scoring 20 with Dort guarding him? No, you don't.
No, I guess
No,
not.
you don't. So that's not something you're giving up. So that's what I'm saying. Let me see. Rashawn, yeah, J-Dub is a better player under pressure to score. Wiggins has saved Oklahoma City. I agree. When he's wide open shooting threes, not when he's trying to go to the basket. When he's just catching and shooting, that's when he's at his best. Jalen played horrible against Dallas last year. He played horrible in the whole playoffs, not just against Dallas. The whole team. SGA got us there. And then he couldn't do it all by himself because of the coach. That's how I look at it. Okay, guys, this is why we are who we are, right here. We're number one in holding opponents. And by the way, Nathan, we are dropped. It's lower now than it was before these last couple games. Okay, so we've dropped since the
Okay.
Knicks and the Celtics game. So we're now 102.8. We're number one. We're number one in holding teams to 42.6. We're number one. We're number
Hey,
one
Matt,
in. Go ahead.
give me just a second, man. I'll be right back. Okay.
Okay, we're number two in 3-point percentage, holding teams to 32.9% 3-point shooting. We're number one in free throw percentage, even though we've been missing shots kind of in stretch, but we still are number one. We're a third in assists. Opponents only averaging 23.7 assists against us a game. Pips, points in the paint, we're number one, only allowing 41.4, which gone up because we gave up so many the other night. Steals, we're number one in taking the ball away at 11.8. And we're number one in keeping the ball from steals, only 6.7. We're fifth in blocks. We're number one in taking the ball away at 11.8. And turnovers, taking care of the ball. We only average 11.8 turnovers a game. And we're making the other team turn the ball 18.9. Now, here are the two main things, especially this last one. We are second, holding opponents in the fourth quarter to 24.7. This is why we are who we are. This is why we're doing what we're doing, guys. That tells you everything you need to know right there. Fourth quarter, we're only averaging 24.7, giving up 24.7. We're number one in giving up the least amount of points. We're number one in holding our opponents to 42.6 field goal percentage. We're number one in guarding the three-point line. We're number one in taking the ball away. We're number one in as far as turning the other team over. I mean, that's us. That's us, our perimeter defense. And it used to be our Achilles heel. That's right, hotspot. And we talked about that before. The Thunder had three things that the Thunder needed to fix. Number one, and we talked about this. This is 3 years ago, 2.5 years ago, when we started making our run. Number one, we needed to fix our perimeter defense. Number two, we needed to work on our outside shooting. Number three, inside presence. Those were the three things that after we won, this was 3 years ago, when we started making that transition. And when I first started doing this show, that first year, the SGA's second year, and I said, this team, we got Josh. You could just see it. The last 20 games or so when they were playing together, something happened. I don't know what it is, but Dort, Josh, SGA, something, I don't know what happened. Something happened. We just started to gel. Then the second year, which was 2 years ago, I predicted that we'd win 40 games. Everybody said we'd win 23. I said, no, we're going to win 40. You're not watching what the Thunder were doing before. And we won 40 games. And then last year I said we're going to do even more because Chet was coming back. We developed J-Dub in between that. So now all of a sudden you got SGA, J-Dub, Josh, you bring in Chet. Now what ended up happening, which I don't know if we knew this was going to happen, J-Dub took Josh's spot. That's what happened. And then now we added Kaysen last year, which sent us to a whole nother level of what we need to do, which also allowed just the freedom to get rid of Josh, which what did Sam Presti do? Excellent GM. You bring in Caruso. What?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
What? Caruso? All NBA defensive team? What? Yeah. So what you basically did, you figured out what you needed to do. You fixed your perimeter defense. Then you fixed your your field goal percentage. And then last year, what was our Achilles heel? Inside presence.
Inside presence.
So that was the third thing we needed to fix. And he fixed that. We got Chet back, but we just did. J. Will wasn't the answer. He just wasn't skilled enough, even though I love J. Will. He wasn't skilled enough to do what we needed to do. So we got iHeart, which is, who we wanted, Nathan, right?
Yep.
We wanted iHeart.
Who we wanted.
That's who we wanted.
Mm-hmm.
So Sam made the great decision there. We got iHeart. So now you fix perimeter defense. You fixed your shooting. Because remember, we led the league in three-point shooting last year, remember? And then you fixed inside presence by getting iHeart. Then you got Caruso, which even made this defense even more formidable.
Mm-hmm.
And I talked about it last year, how I would get mad at these stupid people who didn't watch the Thunder and they kept talking about us being young. And I'm like, stop that. 2.5 years ago, when we started making our run, we were shutting people down in the fourth quarter, and then we were putting the ball in SGA's hands, and he was closing the door on people. Then when we
Mm-hmm.
won 40 games, that's exactly what happened. Our defense got better in the fourth quarter, and SGA was closing the door on people. Then last year, what happened? Our defense got even better, and SGA closed the door on people.
Mm-hmm.
And this year, what's happening? Our defense is on steroids, and
Yep,
SGA
they
is still
are.
closing the door on people because that sequence where he made the three, came down, we missed the shot. I think he missed an elbow jump shot, which he never misses. Agreed? Remember,
No,
Nathan?
agreed.
And
Yes,
then they
never
threw it to
misses.
Tatum, and he hustled, went back, blocked Tatum's layup, got the ball back, and hit hard for an and one. And then something I didn't notice, Nathan, was that because I was at the game, so I didn't really notice it until I started watching the highlights, and somebody brought this up. When he grabbed Ihart and pulled him down, and I think that he was trying to
He
hold him
grabbed.
up. I don't think he was trying
No,
to. No. If that had been Draymond or something like that, then I would say, yeah, you're dirty. What's his name from Cleveland?
Dylan Brooks. Dylan
No,
Brooks.
Dylan Brooks or what's his name from Cleveland? Or Philly,
Oh,
Phoenix, the dirty player, Grayson Allen.
oh, Grayson. Oh yeah,
If it
yeah,
had been one of them, I would have said he was trying to hurt him. But I think he was coming down and he just grabbed his leg. I don't look at Derek White as a guy who's trying to hurt somebody.
no, I don't
I,
either.
I don't I
I don't.
don't I don't think that for one minute. I think he was trying to hold him. So Ihart was trying to get off it, and SJ runs over there, grabs him, and grabs Jordan, and goes, "Get the hell out of here! We're trying to win a game. Don't get caught up in their nonsense."
Right.
That's what he. That's the difference between us and them. Let me see. J Dub is better, but let me see. Jalen played horrible against Dallas later. We already said that. Hotspot. We do excellent now in perimeter defense. Yes, we do. That 2016 squad would have had perimeter defense. They would have won the chip. Nathan?
Say that one more time.
Hotspot says if that 2016 squad would have played perimeter defense, they would have won the chip.
I mean, they almost got there, man.
Yeah.
And they didn't play very good defense.
No, they didn't.
So,
No. Maybe
I
maybe
mean,
you have a
maybe.
good point, but I just don't think you can win with Russell ever.
No, that's
makes
well,
too
that's
many
part of the reason you
mistakes.
didn't win.
He
Because
makes
he doesn't play perimeter.
he makes too many mistakes down the stretch. Hotspot says it jailed because we prioritize sharing the ball and playing basketball the right way. And Shea finally broke the barrier of not being being above average player, and we found our roles. Okay, are you talking about 2020? What I don't know what you're saying, Hotspot, because SGA got here in 2020. So,
Yeah, I think what he's trying to say is this is just instead of going hero ball.
oh,
This
okay, instead of the
team,
2016 team, okay,
yeah,
okay,
instead of doing
okay,
I mean, because let's be honest. The first 6, 7, 8 years of this franchise, it was, hey, give the
KD
ball to
savers.
Kevin, give the ball to KD or Russ, and the rest of you get the hell out of the way.
Okay, okay, I will say this. Everybody forgets. KD led the league during that time in game-winning and game-tying shots. Okay? 4 out of 5 years. And that last year was the year he didn't do it because he had checked out mentally.
Let me ask you something.
Okay.
Before you go any further with this. Is it accurate to say, now, not necessarily game-winning shots, although he does have quite a few, is it accurate to say that Shea is more of a clutch player than KD?
No, I'm not saying
No?
that. I'm
You're
not
not
saying
saying
that.
that?
No, I'm not saying that.
KD ever
No.
lead the league?
Okay,
in
first of all,
clutch time percentage.
yes, he won it 4 out of 5 years. He led the
The
league in game-tying and game-winning shots 4 straight years.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about clutch time shooting percentage.
That's clutch time.
Well, that's winning shots. Like, what
That's
about the
game
5 minutes
tying
before
game
that?
Nathan. That's game tying and game winning shots. That's the same.
No, it's not. No.
Well, actually, it's better.
You're not
It's
wrong
better.
about that, but
It's
it's
better.
not the same.
Okay.
Because
I don't know. I have to go back and look what his percentage was.
okay,
I don't know if it was 61% though. I would say
know
that.
you know this. I know you know this, but I'm gonna for all the people in the audience that don't know
Okay.
this. Clutch time shooting percentage is shooting percentage in the last 5 minutes of the game
Right.
when the game is closer than or five or fewer points. The
Right.
game is within 5 or fewer points.
Yes. Right.
So I just don't know. Like, I mean,
Okay, Nathan.
if
Okay, are you
go
worried
ahead.
about the last 5 minutes or the last shot?
Well,
Are you worried because if
I
you
mean,
you have to, well, no, 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 no.
I'm
You
not
have to make
disagreeing with what you're saying.
Nathan. You have to make shots in the last 5 minutes to get to the last shot.
Well, how
So,
many times did
would you want to lead the league in game tying and game winning shots or percentage in the last 5 minutes?
you know the answer to that
Okay,
because
so then you can't compare them. Okay,
but
and
my question for you is how many shots does he have? Game winning shots does he have? Because there's quite a few.
well, yeah, but I'm just saying KD led the league. SGA
Maybe
is not leading the league in game winning shots.
maybe everybody else sucked back then and they're good now. I
Oh
don't
my
know.
God, no. Okay, Alex R says, I don't think people are giving Chris Paul enough credit in 2020. Oh, we
Agreed.
gave that all the time.
100%.
Nathan gives him credit, and I give him credit. Chris Paul was ridiculous. Chris,
This
Chris Paul he I think he helped propel SGA to where SGA needed to be.
absolutely
And I think
100%.
Sam Presti was magnificent in his thought process that year to get rid of Schroeder, to get rid of everybody so it could be SGA's team. And then you added Josh Giddey. Then the next year you added J-Dub and Chet, even though Chet didn't play. The next year you added A.J. Mitchell, and then you added Kaysen. And then you added A.J. this year. So he's done great in adding one person to the thing, which he did not do at all during the KD, Russell, and Harden years. What's our big boy's name?
Steven Adams.
No,
Perk. Ibaka.
Ibaka. He did not add. Sam Presti learned his lesson. He's adding one player a year to what we were before. Every year you add one guy. This year it's A.J. Mitchell. And hotspot, let me say at first I was like, who the hell, A.J. Mitchell, are you talking about? And Nathan and I have completely come around to your way of thinking with A.J. Not as in a Hall of Famer, but
No, he's not
it's
a
in
Hall
a
of Famer.
very good piece to what the Thunder are doing.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah, so, but I just like, let me see. OKC doesn't put themselves in position to be taking clutch shots. Yes, they do. How do you think we
What?
win games?
Well, he's trying to say that they just blow out everybody. I think he's
No. The whole thing with clutch shots is just like Rashawn was saying. The game before, it was Wiggins. SGA got us in the game. First of all, J-Dub made a nice run at the beginning of the fourth quarter against the Knicks. He made a nice run at we made a nice run at the beginning of the fourth quarter yesterday. Then you bring SGA in with 8 minutes to go, and then he does what he does. And then you got to have some people, when they start double teaming him, somebody's got to make shots. Against the Knicks, it was Wiggins. Against the Celtics, it was Dort.
Yes.
You got to have, for us to win, the others are going to have to make a play, whether that's Dort, whether that's Wiggins, whether that's Kaysen, whether that's Caruso, whether that's J-Dub, whether that's Chet, whomever. Somebody is going to have to help SGA out because he's going to get 30. He's going to get 6 assists. He's going to get 2 steals. He's going to get 1 block. He's going to get what he does. But you got to have somebody else to go with him or a couple people to go with him in order for us to be able to do what we're doing. And that's what's been happening all year as a whole. And J-Dub, sometimes it's J-Dub. Sometimes it's iHeart. Some games it's Wiggins. Some games it's Dort. Some game is AJ. Some game it's I think all those guys at some point have been a strong contributor to us getting a victory down the stretch.
Yeah, I agree.
And let me see. What Chris Paul did was fantastic. Like I said, he developed SGA. And they talk about it, how SJ would come over to his house because SJ was still single at that point. He'd come over to his house. Chris would help him. This is what you do. This is how you become a professional. And when you hear those guys that were at the Clippers, Lou Williams and those guys talk about SGA, that he could play.
Mm-hmm.
They listened to Kawhi and they let Kawhi run their organization, and look what happened. Just like the Lakers listened to LeBron, look what happened.
Well, the sad part is too, the year that before they traded SGA, so that would have been 2019, I think. 2019 playoff season, I think.
Yeah.
they almost won a first round matchup with like Lou Williams and what was that guy that used to play off the bench with him? The big guy, Montrezl Harrell.
Montrezl Harrell. You talking about the
Yeah,
Clippers,
yeah, the
2019?
Clippers. So Montrezl Harrell. Then they had Gallinari. I mean, they had some good
They had
pieces,
some
right?
good pieces.
And I think they've won one more playoff series than they did since they got Paul George.
Yep. Yep.
That's sad.
That's
That's
sad.
sad.
Rashawn says OKC hasn't played enough clutch games this year for
Oh my
SGA to
God!
win
Come
Clutch Player
on.
of the Year this year because they're winning by way too much with 5 minutes left. That's not true, Rashawn, at all. That's not true.
I mean, it's not true, but they are definitely doing a lot better this year than they did last year.
What they're
for
doing
sure.
in the last 5 minutes, Rashawn, is they're making the clutch shots to put the other teams away. In their defense, like we talked about, our defensive pressure is so good that by the time the fourth quarter comes, we beat the hell out of everybody because we're so physical.
Mm-hmm.
It's like we talked about the other day with Luka Doncic. He's got Dort on him. Then he sets a screen. Boom. Here comes Caruso. Oh, hell, I don't want this. Boom. You set another screen. Here comes Kaysen. And then you got SGA after that. What you gonna do?
Yeah, well, yeah. So I think that might be well. Instead of saying we haven't played enough clutch games for SGA to be clutch, here's what I think. I think not only is SGA clutch this year, I think the whole damn team is.
Yes.
Because I mean, yesterday Dort hit the clutch shots. The day before that, Wiggins hit the clutch shots. J-Dubs hit clutch shots.
Yes.
But
the key to me in this whole thing is, guys, and Shaw's like, yeah, we're close to the fourth quarter. The last 5 minutes mark. No, we made moves in the last 5 minutes against the Knicks and in the last 5 minutes against the Celtics. In the last 3 minutes, probably of both of those games when we hit those threes that separate us. The game was close. It was the last 3 minutes. Go back and watch. We made shots when they counted. But here's the key. When SGA he makes 2 shots in a row, he knocks down a clutch 3 or whatever. All of a sudden, when our team, and this has happened the last 3 years, when SGA gets going and he makes a shot, he makes a big basket, it takes the air completely out of the opposing team.
Yep.
And you could just see it. I watched it last year in Dallas. I watched it against the Knicks in last year. You can go back and look at the games when he's scoring 2 or 3 times in a row and he makes a step back 3 or makes a big shot, comes down and makes another play, then everybody else relaxes. And when our team is not under pressure to score, but just play within the framework of what we're doing, the Thunder are hard to beat. But when you're trying to have them make plays when, Dort is trying to take somebody off the dribble or Wiggins is trying to go to the basket, and that's when we get in trouble. But when they're just SGA is doing his thing and they're just catching and shooting or cutting to the basket and finish for a nice floater, that's the ticket. That's where the Thunder make the difference, guys. That's where they make the difference, plain and simple. And here is our interesting stat. And here's our shooting percentage, Nathan, as of now, guys. I just did these today. So this is the latest Thunder shooting percentage. SGA, 31.3, 52% from the field, 36 from 3. His three-point percentage, Nathan, like you said, is going up.
Going up.
And his free throw percentage is going back up now. Because remember, he was at 87 for a long time. Now he's up to 88.
Mm-hmm.
J-Dub, 20.6, 47%, 35%, 77% from the line. His free throws is wearing me a little bit.
Yes,
He wearing me a little bit on free throws, J-Dub. But, 20, 47% from the field, 35% from the three. Those are nice numbers.
Those are nice numbers.
Really nice numbers by J-Dub. iHeart, 12 points, 56% from the field. Nice numbers. He needs to be more around 58 because he's shooting floaters and dunks. I mean, he needs to be a little bit higher, but I'm not.
Don't you mean he's shooting push shots?
No, I don't say that because I'm actually a player who knows what the hell they're doing. So I'm like, let me see. Rashawn says, going by the textbook, with 5 minutes or less, 5-point difference, Oklahoma City only played 11 games. No, Rashawn, I understand that, but what we're saying is what Oklahoma City's doing when they get to that mark is when they make the moves. They're making the moves when SGA comes into the game. That's when they start making that move where they'll make those 4 plays in a row. Then it goes from 1 point. Because remember, I want to say it was 69-68. Was that the Minnesota Timberwolves game? and SGA came in the game, and then we went on a 17-5 run in the third quarter. So at some point, it does. But I see what you're saying, Rashawn, but I'm just saying that, dude, when you look at what the Thunder are doing and when they do it, it's the plays of the defense all the way through. Lou Dort, 9 points a game, 40% from the field, 40% from three. He's shooting the exact same thing from three and from the field. 40.2. How the hell does that happen? Wiggins, 9.3, 47% from the field, 39% from three. He's going down a little bit, which is kind of crazy. Isaiah Joe.
Yeah, he was in a slump there for a little bit.
Yeah. Isaiah Joe, 8 points a game, 39 and 35. It's just, I liked Isaiah for what he was giving us, but I'm ready to say bye-bye. I really am. Kaysen, 41% from the field, 29% from three, which is bad, but it's actually good because his numbers are going up. What were they at the beginning, Nathan?
Oh, they were like in the teens, man.
15, 12 or something ridiculous. So he's fighting his way back up the ladder. AJ Mitchell, hotspot. Here you go. 6 points a game, 50% from the field, 43% from three. Can't complain.
No, dude, he's amazing.
Can't complain. Jay Will, 38% from three, 35% from three, 38% from the field, 4 points a game. And our guy K Rich, 6.2, 55% from the field, 45% from three. Like what he's doing.
Man. He 100 from the line. He's going to do 50, 40, 90, man.
Yeah, we ain't worried about that. We ain't worried about that. Okay, come on now.
Man.
OKC needs to appeal to the league office. Let us play in the playoffs the way they got us here. It's frustrating that we not the refs against us. Okay, I'm gonna say this, Alex. In the Thunder do not get calls early, but late. Okay, and this is what I thought too. But SGA leads the league in free throws made. Now,
which is crazy.
If he's not going to the line, how the hell does he lead the league in free throws made? So he is getting to the line. It just doesn't seem like we're getting to the line.
Right.
But we are. Right. Hotspot, SGA was MVP last year and got snubbed. The reason why he got snubbed last year, and we've said this a million times, Rashawn, is that Hotspot, he missed the three critical games he needed. The Knicks game, Josh Giddey passes the ball to him, and I thought that was the end of Josh Giddey right there when he didn't pass to J-Dub. And he hit the three again, hit the fadeaway in the corner against the Knicks and won that game. Then he missed the Celtics game, he missed the Sixers game, and he missed the Pacers game. Those three national televised games cost him the MVP. He plays in all those games. He does what he was doing at the end of the year last year. I think he's the MVP. That's what I think last year. Let me see. John, J-Dub draws so much contact, but it doesn't get rewarded with foul calls. Frustrating to watch in those games. John, I would say this. He does at the end of games. He does. And I agree with you. We don't get the calls. I'm just thinking that at the end of games we get calls. We don't get them in the beginning. Because I think that we lead the league in drives to the basket. And Nathan and I have talked about this before. That I think that because the Thunder shot so many free throws last year, that a lot of people are saying they won because they shot free throws. Because we shot free throws. I think that's a bunch of bull.
Yeah.
So we're not getting as many calls. But then you say that, and then you turn around and SGA leads the league in free throws made. Well, then we're getting we have to get we're getting something.
You're getting something.
We're getting something. I mean, you guys think? I mean, if we're leading the league, and if he's leading the league in free throws made, he's getting something. So I don't know. But he goes, I was terrified when I saw Scott and referee the Celtics game. You and everybody else, dude. He had two calls, Nathan. That they were fouls, but he would not have called them had the shots went down.
Right. I hate when they do that. I hate that.
Okay, well, this is my thing. This is going to sound kind of weird. I don't mind that because I'd rather you make the shot, even though I may have fouled you a little bit, and not get a foul called on us. I'd rather you make the shot and keep the foul, if that makes sense.
You know,
So
I get it.
that's my, like I was telling the guy in the stands, they were screaming. I go, bro, would you rather have him made the shot and no foul on him, or would you rather him get a foul called on him? He looked at me and goes, I'd rather him not get a foul call. Okay. So what Scott was doing was saying, okay, if you missed the shot because you got bumped, then I'm going to call the foul. If you go ahead and make the shot, I'm not going to give you an and one because it was more of a bump. It wasn't really a foul. You see what I'm saying? So that's what he's doing. But I agree. When I saw him last night, and then I'm sorry, and I was trying to get our coach to explain to me last night, what the hell was that with the delayed call on Dort at the end of
On the technical? On the technical?
With the flop. What
So
flop where?
So as far as I understood it, now I didn't see the flop, but as far as I understood it, what happened was he got a technical for a flop, but they couldn't assess it until the next stoppage.
Right.
But I didn't see the flop. Like I don't
Right.
know
It
where
was the league office did it. Okay.
Yes.
But they didn't give. We don't know when it happened.
No, I don't know when it happened.
We don't know when it happened. But for that point, instead of us getting the ball, they get 3 points at the end of the third quarter. They get 3 points because they get the free throw on the tech and then they made the bucket. So instead of it being our ball with 5 seconds left, they get a free throw and a bucket. So they got a free 3 points. And I think that may have spurred us going into the fourth quarter because from the start of the fourth quarter on, we put the foot deep up in them.
Mm-hmm.
So that may have been a blessing in disguise, guys. I'm thinking. Let me see. Think Shea got robbed because they wanted to make it up for giving it to Embiid the previous season on the MVP. Shea says that. Okay, here's my thing on that, on Jokic's MVP ladder. The first year, Giannis should have won it third year in a row, but they don't want to give it to anybody 3 years in a row. Okay, which is why Jokic didn't win it 2 years ago. Giannis should have won the third year in a row. Jokic did not deserve that one. How the hell are you the MVP and your team is fourth or fifth in the West? How the hell does that happen?
Don't know.
Okay?
Don't know.
Or excuse me, no, they were winning that year. The second year when Embiid should have won it and they were winning the West, the East, they were fourth. So he won it over his second MVP over Embiid when Embiid should have won that. The third year, when Embiid should have won it, Jokic should have won that one. He should have won, in my opinion. Jokic should have won. And that was the year that they gave it to Embiid. He did not deserve it the year before that or the year before that. Giannis should have won 3 in a row. Then Embiid should have won that one. Then Jokic should have won that next one. And then Shea should have won last year. But once again, the Thunder were not on TV. If they don't see you, how they going to vote for you?
That's right.
And like I said, everybody knew about Shea. They knew about what's happening in the West. And had SGA played in those 3 games against the Celtics, against the Pacers, and against the Sixers, he would have won the MVP. That's my thought because we were first in the West. That's what I believe. I believe made SGA sit on purpose, but viewers like us were told a lie. They wanted Jokic to win because, no, SGA was hurt. He was hurt. No question. The Thunder are not going to – remember, they set him and J-Dub. Now, our question, remember, Nathan, we were wondering if J-Dub was really hurt.
Yeah.
But they set them both. But SGA was hurt because you could see him in the Knicks game. He came down wrong, like on his you could see when he got hurt. You could tell because he was limping after that. So he was hurt for sure. So the league did not want that. Let me see. Shea is trending because he's shoots a high percentage. Okay, is the biggest free throw disparity in the league. I agree, Shea. Or Shy. I agree. But that being said, he makes more free throws than anybody in the league. So what does that mean?
No,
I agree. I agree with John Williams. J-Dub gets the shit knocked, excuse my language, gets the crap beat out of him. So does SGA. SGA should shoot at least 4 to 5 more free throws a game. At least. But they're not going to do the James Harden thing. What did James shoot that one year, Nathan? 12?
Over 12.
13 a year, 13 in a game or something stupid like that? They're not going to let that happen again. They're not letting that happen again. Let me say they were calling a bunch of ticky-tack fouls against us. I agree. In the Mavs series, Luka constantly complaining. Okay, we talked about that, Alex. The Thunder are so physical defensively. We beat the crap out of you. We get away. Whoever our defensive coach is, let me take my hat off to him, Nathan.
Yeah, no kidding, for sure.
We are so physical. It reminds me of back when I played. It's a physical game, and we play physical. Now, that translates even better in the playoffs.
Yes, it does.
Okay, defense travels. So what we're playing right now works even better for us in the playoffs. Now, here's the question in the playoffs. It's going to depend on what the coach does in his lineups, in understanding transition and when the flow of the game, and managing minutes. Those are the things that are going to determine, no matter who we have, on what's going to happen with the Thunder.
I can tell you what's going to happen.
Okay,
Well, that's
if
what's
he
gonna
plays
happen.
the right
What he's
line,
going to do.
yeah. Go ahead, Nathan.
I'll tell you what he's going to do. He's going to do the same thing he did last year. I mean, I hate to say that, but that's what's going to happen because he doesn't know how to do it.
Okay,
Simple as that.
no, hotspot. He did foul that guy on that deal on the foot. He hit him on the foot. That was a foul. And the tech that they called on Dort, that was for flopping, which we don't know. None of us know where the hell that we went. That wasn't on that play, hotspot. I'm talking about the phantom call on Dort. We don't know when the hell that happened because we don't know when he flopped.
Right.
Nobody knows when he flopped. So I don't know when that was, but that's the first time I've seen a flop call all year, and I'm like, do you watch Luka? Talk about flopping. Do you watch him?
Yeah.
Nathan, do they see Luka flopping? He flops like a mother. Oh, my God. Let me see. What did he do last year? What did who do last year, Shay? I'm curious about what.
He's talking about Dagnall. What did Dagnall do last year? Probably.
Oh,
Well, he crappy rotations is what he did in the playoffs.
yeah, no. Hotspot, he kicked his foot. You could watch it on replay. When we watched it on replay, Dort clearly clipped his foot. 100%. And last year in the playoffs, Shay, what Dort did, what our coach did, if you're talking about our coach. In Game 5, we had started the same lineup for I don't know how many games in a row. He started Isaiah Joe in the lineup. And he started, when he did his substitution patterns, it completely screwed us up. So we were completely out of sync, just like we were against the Bucks. When players are getting sync and you're used to playing a certain amount of minutes and when you come in and who you're playing with, it's like I've said before. When you are a bartender and you have the same bartender that you bartend with, y'all have a flow when you're going. And when you get a new bartender, you're going to bump into that bartender because you don't have the same flow. So when you change lineups and you mix up your lineups, then what happens is the people that you have a flow with are now gone. Because what Dagnall does, he puts J-Dub with SGA's lineups thinking that's going to help J-Dub's minutes because it does SGA's. No, they're not the same guy. J-Dub plays better with Dort. He plays better with AJ. He plays better with Ihart. He plays with Wiggins and Dort. When he plays that group, that's a good deal. And Rashawn says, you're right. He might start Isaiah Joe.
Yeah. Hopefully. Hey, here's a hope we don't have him and he can't start him. How about that?
That would say yes. That would be great.
Here's the thing. If we don't have Isaiah Joe, is there any other player that you just would not want to start? Or you would have a problem with starting?
No.
Yeah,
AJ
so,
Mitchell.
see, there you go.
AJ Mitchell.
He ain't got to do it.
Yeah.
Ain't.
No, my deal is this: that leaves you with either Kaysen or
Wiggins.
Excuse me, Kaysen, Caruso, or Wiggins.
Or Wiggins, yeah. And I have no argument with
I have no argument with any three of them guys starting. Zero. But I do like, but this is the thing. Once you get used to starting and you get into a flow.
Or Cam Johnson. You can always start Cam Johnson.
But what I'm saying is, but then, okay, if you do Cam Johnson, then you've got SGA, Dort, J-Dub, Chet, and Ihart.
That's a pretty damn good
That's
lineup,
a good five.
man.
That's a good five.
That's a good five.
That's a good five. but then you mess up the continuity of what you're. I'd rather bring Cam off the bench and make him go against second team players and
You
get
think
his
Cam
points.
You think Cam would be happy doing that? Then?
Sure, if he's gonna win a
Okay.
chip, you know how much money you get,
yeah.
and you get a ring. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. You're
All
okay
right.
with that because he's still gonna average 16, 18 in a flow of our game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't disagree
Because you
with that.
think SGA is not going to get him the ball? Okay, remember, if you put him in the second lineup, it's SGA, Kaysen, Caruso, Cam, and Chet.
Pretty good.
You think he ain't going to score?
No, he don't score.
He going to score. Chet going to
He's-
score. Kaysen going to score. Caruso going to – they're getting – when SGA's in the lineup, we get wide open shots. The guys just got to convert. That's all he got to do. He going to do his thing. He going to dribble, and he's going to take you off the bounce. He's going to stay in his own pace, and he's going to get his guys open. All you got to do is finish. That's it. Let me see. Who do you see coming out of the East, Nathan? Alex R.
Out of the
said.
East?
Out of the East.
Let's see. Out of the East, man, don't you have to say
I like the
Boston?
Celtics. I don't
I mean,
think Cleveland can beat them in a 7-game. I don't think Cleveland can
No,
beat
I
them 4
don't
times.
either. I don't either. I think if you remember back in the day, the Hawks always
Yes.
had the better record, but they're going against the Celtics and last year they know it was only 1 year, but all the teams that really have had a really good record, but they're not playoff tested. I mean, I just like us last year. I mean, had number 1 record and we got out the second round because we didn't have the playoffs.
Wouldn't have the experience, which is what we wanted to do. Remember, we first
The year
started to show
before.
how we wanted to go the year before, and they wanted to pick. Remember?
Yeah. Yep. I remember.
And we wanted to go the year before. Like, hey, give us some experience. And he didn't do it. And let me see. Sean said, I think iHeart starts based on matchups. Yeah, I agree. Him and Chet, I don't want him. I want them on matchups. I agree. I agree with 100%. And Alex R., I think that, like I said, I think the Celtics are going to come out of the East. I like the Knicks, but Thibodeau, he plays 7 guys.
Yep.
You can't play 7 guys that long. If not, I like the Knicks in a 7-game series if they had rest. But I don't think Thibodeau believes those guys are going to be able to get in position if he doesn't play these guys. Well, that's fine, but they're going to be beat to hell by the time we get. Remember we had the Knicks guy on the other night, Nathan?
Yeah.
And he was talking about that. Cleveland can beat the Celtics. Holiday has regressed, and Mobley has progressed. Alex R. has the Celtics. Okay, Rashawn, I kind of see your point there. I just don't know if they've got the guns to beat them 4 out of 4 times, man. I do listen, I like Mobley. And what did the Celtics have? 4 of their 5 starters had double figures, except Holiday had 2 points last night or yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah.
But remember, Jaylen Brown didn't score the second half.
No, he did not.
He did not score the second half. And I don't think Cleveland locks them up. Now, Cleveland has players, 100%. And the thing that I don't want Caruso to play. I'm glad that we play Cleveland the way we are playing them right now because we don't have Caruso and we don't have Chet. Nathan, when did we play them again? Will you look that up real quick?
Cleveland?
Yeah, when we play them again.
That's
I know we
week.
play on
That's
Wednesday.
exactly-
When we play them
I
again.
think is it a back-to-back? Is it a back?
No, we don't play them back-to-back.
Well, I mean, like a little baseball series, is what I'm saying.
No, we don't play them back-to-back. Because remember, we did our
Do
deal.
the Knicks do the Knicks in between probably?
No.
Let's see. So we play Cavs, Knicks, Wizards, 76ers, Cavs. So we play them
Next week.
Wednesday, which is tomorrow, or Wednesday this
So
week.
we play them next
and
week.
then
Next Thursday.
Thursday of the next week. Yep.
Thursday of the following week.
Yeah, there's 2 games in between. So 3 games in between. So he might be back by then.
Who? Caruso? Okay,
Yeah,
that's fine. But
Caruso.
I'm just saying, I don't mind the first time we play them on the road, we don't have everybody.
Yeah, no, yeah, for sure.
Okay. I don't mind that so much. Let me see. Burgess. Night OGs. Got to work a few hours. Good night, Burgess. Appreciate you coming on. Rashawn, January 16th. Thank you, bro. So that's in next week. So I'm fine with that.
Yeah, same
I'm
here.
fine with that. But I don't mind people not knowing what our full squad looks like. I don't mind that at all.
Nope.
I don't mind it. I'm okay
Don't
with
either.
that. I'm okay with you not knowing who the hell where we're coming at you with. I'm cool with that. Okay, I'm perfectly okay with that. So, but anyway, all right, brother. I'm gonna get off this line too. I know you gotta go to work tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Did you get my stuff done for me? Did she get my stuff done?
Yeah, no. But the thing is, though, I could have messed up, but I think I heard you right. You said
It's
all
the
of
Academy,
2000.
2023.
No.
The
I got the
Academy.
accounts. 2023, right?
Yeah, just
Not
2023
20.
football. Oh, I got
Not.
2024.
Okay. Well, you said all of 23. I just did all of 23. I didn't
Right.
hear
That's all I
24.
need. Yeah,
Okay. Don't
23.
need 24.
Nope. Already got that.
Okay. Okay.
Your
Yeah,
boy,
you're good.
your boy Eddie, well, actually Eddie didn't take care of me.
Look, Eddie don't know how to do that.
Dennis took care of me.
Dude, Eddie doesn't know how to send an email. He can't print stuff off the cord. I promise you. He doesn't know.
Be nice to my boy. And
No, I'm
hey,
serious. No, listen to this. Listen, this is what happens, right? When he does a loan, right? He will call
Nathan,
the loan assistant. No, hold on,
we can't
hold
say
on.
this, Nathan.
Why can't we?
Nate, because we're promoting. You can't say stuff
Oh
like
yeah, that's
that.
right. Eddie's the best loan officer we have.
Thank you. God dang, bro. Come on, man. Jesus. Can't throw people. God.
Oh man, I love Eddie. I
Oh
love
my
Eddie.
God, Nathan, you're a mess. All right, guys. Hey, I appreciate everybody coming on. Before you go, who are you picking in the Cleveland game? The Thunder.
Zach Cleveland.
Yeah.
We'll see. I mean, that'd be great, man. Great.
Listen, I think that our defense, like I said, by the time the third quarter, fourth quarter comes, we have beat the hell out of you. And when you put J-Dub on the bench, we make a run. Every time. You make your run with him on the bench. Then he comes out, and if it's the third quarter, we make the run. Then in the fourth quarter, he comes out, and then J-Dub gets us rolling in the beginning of the fourth quarter. That's when Nathan said, that's when he plays his best, at the beginning of the fourth quarter.
Mm-hmm.
And he's done that great. By the way, so they stick J-Dub in the game, Nathan. Remember with 3 seconds to go at the end of the third quarter. So I bet Randy $1 that he was going to shoot, and he didn't. I'm like, okay, you put him in there 3 seconds, you give him the ball, and I bet on him and I lose. And Randy just, you know him, the commander.
Oh, yeah.
He just almost fell out of his chair laughing. And Kimberly was even laughing with him. That's what's bad. So
yeah, he gets, 9 times out of 10, the commander gets the best of you. I'm just telling you.
No, we're even right now, bro. We're even. We're 0-0. We're 0-0.
I'm gonna tell you this: when it matters, he's SGA, dude. When it matters.
I'm not talking to you. Yes, he is. I'm not talking to you right now. Get off the phone. Okay, let me see. Hotspot says, I said this earlier. You have to play basketball against OKC. All these threes have to stop. Well, it depends on Cleveland is making them. But we defend the three. I showed you what we do on three-point line. We defend the three-point line. So, but
It's today's NBA, man. It's not changing.
And but Rashawn says Cleveland plays through Mobley now. Yes, they do.
Yeah,
yes,
they do.
Yes, they do.
Yeah,
100%. Okay, guys. All right, I'm out of here. I'm going to bed. I got to get up in the morning, Nicole. I got to get my braids done.
Mm-hmm.
Don't start.
Okay. I'm not gonna start. You gonna wear your leisure suit down to the haircutting place?
Anyway, everybody. I hope everybody has a good night. Let me see. Hotspot says Mobley still isn't great. Chet is a beast against Mobley. Cleveland has to shoot too many threes. Hotspot's on his 3-point shooting thing. I agree. It's gonna be good. I just cannot wait. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a good game. I just hope our coach doesn't change, like you said, change our lineups. Leave everything alone. Let everybody play the way they're doing. Don't try to be the mad scientist. Be a coach. And don't do what you got to do. So, that being said, hey, peace out. Everybody have a good night. Thank you for joining us on this edition of After the Storm.